welcome to the Opscenter Theater. Welcome to the Opscenter content area at CA World. So I'm Cameron Van Orman. I run product marketing for the Enterprise Solutions and Technology Group at CA. But really, I'm an Opscenter guy at heart, sort of my background, my passions here in this area. I get the distinct pleasure of introducing John Smith. He's the general manager of the Enterprise Management business unit here at CA, which includes both our application performance management technologies as well as our infrastructure management technologies. So John's going to come up here. He's going to talk to all of us about how, the importance of business transactions in the application economy. He is also going to emphasize how ops, how all of us play a critical and vital role in DevOps. He's also really going to share with us a lot of the stuff you see out there in the demo centers and in all the sessions to come. He's going to share the vision of application performance management and infrastructure management at CA. So give a round of warm applause and welcome to John Smith.
All right, thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Cameron, and good morning. Welcome, everyone, to the Opscenter Wedge. We've got quite a display here laid out for you. I'm here to share with you the vision and the direction for Opscenter as the first step in your CA World journey. Now, we've got this very full program laid out for you over the next full days, the 3 days, including brand new product launches that we're doing, as well as innovation sneak peeks. Now, the innovation sneak peeks are an opportunity for you to be able to take a look at some of the development and the innovation that we're doing inside of our R&D labs today that will come out in future releases. So this morning, I'm going to talk to you about 3 things. First of all, the changing application economy and the importance of ops within DevOps. Secondly, our vision for both our application performance management and our infrastructure management products. And finally, you will hear from Molina Healthcare, one of our customers, about their journey with our products and the benefits that they've achieved. So let's get started. Okay, so as a certified USA track and field coach and former sprinter myself, I love to use this image. This is Usain Bolt in the 2008 Beijing Olympics, winning the 100 meters, where he dominated his competition and shattered the world record in the process. Now, this visual image is where your businesses want you to be relative to your world-class competition. So they're constantly asking you to go faster, like Mike Gregoire talked about in his keynote today, right? There's a heavy emphasis on getting the applications out faster, getting the next revision of those applications out faster. But just like a world-class sprinter, you have to do this while being under control. So to be a world-class sprinter, being under control is critical. When you want all your motion to be down the track. You don't want any cross motion across your body. And the key to running fast is relaxation. So the key to being successful in delivering your apps, of course, is you have to have very high-quality apps. They have to be running on infrastructures that are very reliable, and the performance has to be predictable. Now, I also use this image with my own teams to describe where I want our organization to be relative to our competition. So this is a visual image that I give my engineering and product management teams, that let's work really hard to get to be where Usain Bolt is. So in order to do this, we are continuously improving how we build software, working on our methodology, our processes, the tools that we use, and the skill sets of the people. Now, we're an agile development shop, so all of the products within the Enterprise Management business unit are practicing agile, and specifically, we're a scaled agile framework shop, which is the state-of-the-art methodology for developing software these days. In addition to that, we work very hard at continually improving our processes, reevaluating our tool sets and trying to stay current so that we can continue to develop software at a very high quality that we deliver to you. Okay, in just a few short years, we've moved from a web economy to an application-driven economy. Businesses are being rewritten by software in all industries. Let me give you a few examples of the new application economy. First of all, banking. Right, it wasn't that long ago that we would have to actually go to the physical bank to conduct our transactions. Then online banking came, and we were able to get online, do our transactions. And now, today, you can just pull out your phone and with your mobile app, conduct just about any type of business that you need, including direct deposit. Now, another example that I like to use is my wife's favorite mobile app, and this is Zappos. So, now I just heard some laughter from the women in the audience, so all the women know what Zappos is, but I'm sure some of you guys are not familiar with Zappos, so let me tell you about it. Zappos is an online shoe and clothing company located right here in Las Vegas. They have over 50,000 varieties of shoes. Now, they started off as an online company in the web economy, and now they also have a mobile application. So it used to be, when my wife and I would be out and about town, she would see some shoes that she likes. She would have to wait until we got home, get online, find those shoes on the website, conduct the transaction, and then the shoes would show up the next day. Now, thanks to the Zappos mobile app, all she has to do is pull out her phone, and they've made it so easy. She can quickly browse, find those shoes in 2 clicks. 1, add to cart. 2, place the order. That's all she does, because her credit card information's already been pre-entered into the application. The shipping address is already there. She doesn't have to enter any of that. So Zappos has made it far too easy for my wife to buy shoes. Now, like many of you, I'm an NFL football fan. So I'd like to thank the National Football League for coming out with their fantasy football app. Because this app, this season, has made it much easier for me to be able to make roster changes, add and drop players, and it's just much more convenient than it used to be when I have to go online. So there's a common theme between all of these apps that we have today on our mobile devices, and that's ease of use. Right? It's much more easy, much easier, much more convenient for us to use the mobile device than it is to go online. Now, separating from your competition means delivering a consistent, flawless user experience every time. Otherwise, your customers are going to leave your app and move on to one of your competitors. Okay, so let's take a look at this short video, which will help bring the application economy to life from a customer's perspective.
Oh, finance app. I've been wanting to roll over my IRA.
Sure. I just need to collect your name, the place you live,
Yeah, that's a little...
your social security number,
No, because we just met.
your net worth.
Next.
Yeah, I'm a streaming app. Music, movies,
Yeah.
whenever you want it.
Great.
Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah, like a chick flick.
Yeah.
I feel you, totally.
Okay.
Actually, I can't stream anything right now.
But you just said...
That's a buffering issue. It's just a minor bug. It's not. I just need time. If you just wait around until
Done.
then. No.
Next. Perfect. I know exactly what stock I want to buy.
English or Korean?
English.
Okay, Korean. Please give me your card info. Please wait, my back-end database has crashed.
It's Kate, right? Your friend Maggie said some great things about you.
Yeah.
You like cute heels, but you're more of a wedge girl than stilettos. You love comfort, but you're not willing to sacrifice style, and you're not into mules.
I hate them.
So what do you think of these?
It is like you know everything about me. Not in a creepy way.
Look, you might get called later, so about a cashmere wrap? Wow, matches your eyes. That's 80% off. I've got jeans, tops, dresses, earrings, whatever you want. Just relax, and I'll take care of the rest.
All right. That's a great video. Thanks to our marketing department for putting that together. Now, if you relate to that video, if you think about any app on your mobile phone right now, and you're not getting the experience that you expect, it could be something as simple as it takes too long to download, or the performance isn't what you need, what are you likely to do with that experience? Most likely, what you're going to do is you're going to delete that app and move on to another competing app. Right? Consumers move that fast in the application economy. Okay, so as we saw in the video, you only have a few seconds to make a first impression. Now, your business is asking you to be the Usain Bolt of your industry, but you're facing some very serious challenges to do that. Now, as software developers ourselves at CA, we can definitely relate to the hurdles and the challenges that you have to overcome, because we've faced many of these ourselves. So most organizations start out with some amount of accumulated technical debt that you've been dragging along, but you just haven't had a chance to get to. So your first hurdle is you're starting off with a fragile environment, a fragile infrastructure that your applications are running on. Now, along with that come frequent failures, and that results in unplanned activities, because your IT teams have to go and react and resolve those issues, which then puts your planned activities on the back burner. Now, this results in the business not meeting its needs, and the goals are being missed. So, a typical response from the business is to promise to do better. Now, another hurdle that I'm sure we can all relate to is the balance between adding new features, which usually takes priority, or do we address the technical debt backlog that we have? Now, we all know that if we ignore that technical debt for too long, that's going to become a serious problem for us, because the infrastructure is going to become too fragile, and we're going to have very poor performance, and our customers are going to leave our applications. So it's a very tricky balance that we have to always reflect on and decide where we're going to spend our resources. And we do the same thing with our software development as well. Now, developers make these trade-offs to keep the promises that the business has made. And then as a result of that, the manageability, the scalability, and the reliability all suffer. And more technical debt accumulates, and the entire system becomes even more fragile, and the cycle continues. So the impact of failure, it's real and it's measurable. Let me give you a few examples. 70% of customers will share poor experience on social media if your app isn't giving them the user experience they expect. Customers are less tolerant and much more vocal in ways that can damage your brand. Also, nearly $16 billion of mobile revenue was lost by retailers in 2013 alone due to payment friction at checkout time. These apps have got to be super easy to use. And we all know, we all remember, right, that it cost over $2 billion to build and then rebuild healthcare.gov after it nearly collapsed during the initial open enrollment period. So what can you do? Well, avoiding these scenarios that I described is what DevOps is all about. So today, we are launching 3 main messages for the CA DevOps portfolio, which includes several products in our application performance management, our infrastructure management, and our application delivery product portfolios. All right, first up is Agile Parallel Development. Now, like the name implies, this is all about providing the necessary tools for developers and testers to rapidly develop and get apps to market faster. Second is continuous delivery. So as the applications are being built, tested, and deployed into production, here you need the tools to automate and accelerate the entire process. And agile operations. So with insight into your applications and your infrastructure, the performance, you can ensure good customer experience from the mobile to the mainframe, anytime, anywhere. Now, we have lots of other centers here at CA World where you can hear from CA, our customers, and our partners about agile parallel development as well as continuous delivery. But here in the Ops Center, we're focused on agile operations. Now, ops matters in DevOps. I think with the whole DevOps paradigm, we've heard a lot about the dev side of this, right? But we have not heard enough about the ops side. The agile operations is where the rubber meets the track, so to speak. This is where customers interact with your systems. So you can build amazing apps, you can automate the deployment, but it won't be of any value if you're deploying on a fragile infrastructure. It's pointless to launch a market-changing new feature if they're unavailable because ops has no idea how they're performing and unable to correct the issues. You need to be able to understand and manage how applications and infrastructure are performing. And you also need to be able to feed that operational intelligence back to the development teams and release teams for continuous improvement. All right, there are two components of agile operations that you need to know about. And the first is application performance management. So if you think that you don't have a voice in DevOps, well, you do. In fact, APM is the most critical tool to enable DevOps. If you have a lousy user experience, customers will move to another shoe app. Now, last month, a new study came out where 1,400 IT and business professionals in 13 countries were asked, what is the most critical tool to enable DevOps? APM came in number one. So why would APM be rated so high compared to all the other tools within DevOps? Well, actually, it's very simple. Those same respondents cited two needs they felt were driving DevOps. Number one was increased quality and performance, and number two was enhanced customer satisfaction. So only APM can help you understand what happens when your customers touch your code. So what can CA offer from an APM standpoint? CA APM is designed to protect and enhance your brand reputation. With our highly scalable APM product, you can deliver better performance and ensure exceptional end user experience for your critical apps. Now, the CA APM solution has both on-premise as well as SaaS-based offerings. For on-premise, we have a single APM solution which includes real user browser response time monitoring to understand the performance of the application from a user perspective. Now, combined with this real user monitoring, we have the ability to provide application root cause analysis, which enables you to quickly identify and correct issues before they impact users. Now, at the last CA World, we introduced application behavior analytics. That allows you to identify patterns and anomalies for predictive analytics to give you the preemptive alerts before the problems actually occur. Today, we launched a new product for mobile APM called Mobile App Analytics, which now gives you the ability to monitor the mobile app performance. This provides performance analytics, usage analytics, and crash analytics to quickly triage if the mobile app is having a problem. Now, this is available in both a SaaS as well as on-premise, and is seamlessly integrated into our upcoming APM 9.7 release. Now, lastly, we have our SaaS-only solution called App Synthetic Monitor, previously known as Cloud Monitor, which gives you the ability to test your end-user experience from many locations inside and outside the firewall on regular time intervals to identify problems before your users see them. Now, to understand the significance of what we're doing with our APM strategy, it's important to understand where we came from. So 10 years ago, the value of APM was primarily to monitor the application. At this time, we had client-server apps, and it was all about monitoring the performance of those apps. Then along came the web economy, and the value shifted from the applications to the transactions, as there are many applications working together to deliver a business service. For example, one of our banking customers, when they launched their online banking service, it had the front-end application, and it was supported by 56 different back-end applications. So the challenge became really understanding the performance of the transactions as they traverse their way through those applications. That's when we added the real user browser response time monitoring, as well as the synthetic transaction testing. Now we're entering the third generation of application performance management, where the value is shifting from the transactions to the users. As mobile apps are being built, they're being built with many different components, including third-party services. So now there's a new challenge. The new challenge is to be able to understand the performance of the transaction across that new environment. For example, take credit card companies. Credit card companies in the future will no longer be issuing you plastic cards because of services like Apple Pay. You'll just be able to tap your phone to conduct a transaction. You'll no longer need the plastic card. This means that credit card companies are transforming into software businesses, a lot like we heard during the keynote presentation. Now, what this means is that those companies need to instrument their applications so that they can monitor the user behavior, the performance of the transactions, as well as the business insight into the dollar values of those transactions. So the future for APM tools, as a result of this, is they need to be much more prescriptive and less descriptive. The tools need to be more proactive in terms of being able to provide you with the preemptive alerts of when there's about to be a problem, and also be able to prescribe to you what changes your IT operations staff need to make. In addition to that, the tools need to be integrated in with the DevOps tool chain so that we can feed the data back from the actual performance of the application running in production back to the development teams so they can do a better job on the next revision of the app, designing the app to meet those specific performance requirements. We also need to cover new languages like Node.js. It's a very popular language for developing mobile applications. So you need something more epic in nature that helps your development and ops teams communicate and prescribe the steps that your IT pros need to take to resolve issues before they impact your customers. So with the coming release of APM 9.7, we're introducing our Epic APM strategy, where each of the 4 letters represents one of the major themes that we're focused on for that product. So we're focused on making the product easier, focused on making the product be proactive, be intelligent, and collaborative. So for the APM 9.7 release, I'm going to give you an example of a feature in each of those 4 categories. First of all, easy. So we have several new features built into APM 9.7 that speak to how we've simplified the product. One great example of this is how we've simplified the management and the deployment of the APM agents. So what used to take several hours can now be done through our centralized command center within minutes. And this also includes our new PHP agents, as we now support PHP. Proactive. So proactively diagnosing issues before they impact users and linking the mobile transactions from the device to the mainframe. Here we have now integrated our new mobile app analytics product that we just launched today, with our APM 9.7 product, providing you that end-to-end proactive monitoring going from the mobile device to the back-end mainframe. Intelligent. All right, an example of this feature is the ability to automatically trace your transactions with our patented pending smart instrumentation technology. Now, instead of trying to trace every transaction, our smart instrumentation automatically traces only those transactions that are slow or experiencing errors. And finally, collaborative. APM acts as a catalyst to fuel the collaboration across IT, instilling the continuous improvement in your organization. Now, an example of this is our ability to integrate with our market-leading release automation product, enabling you to easily deploy our APM agents from the pre-production environment to production. Now, you can learn a lot more about the APM 9.7 release by going to the roadmap session tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And also we have a demo station back here with people standing by ready to give you a demonstration of the upcoming APM 9.7 release. Okay, now the second component of agile operations is infrastructure management. All right, at the beginning of our infrastructure management journey, we acquired a set of best-of-breed products, including eHealth, Spectrum, the NetQoS suite, NIMSoft, among others. Now, in the past year, we have accelerated the development of those products. For example, eHealth. We have really put a lot of focus on improving the rate and pace of doing vendor certifications. Every month, we're continuing to produce more and more vendor certifications at a faster rate and pace. We're also shrinking the amount of time it takes to do them. That's been a heavy point of emphasis for us. Now, in the demo area, you can see the advancements we're making with Spectrum. Now, this includes a new Spectrum mobile app, as well as Spectrum running on modern platforms, 64-bit systems, and a nice integration that we've done with our unified infrastructure management product. Now, at the last CA World, we talked about our vision of a unified infrastructure management product, getting to a single architecture for management across a broad set of infrastructure, providing monitoring from the data center to the cloud, including hybrid cloud environments. Since then, we have made a tremendous amount of progress building out our vision with the key guiding principle of being easy. We are continually striving with every release to make our products easier to install, easier to configure, easier to upgrade, adding out-of-the-box content to reduce your time to value and improve your total cost of ownership, and automating the deployment and the configuration of monitoring with our market-leading product, Unified Infrastructure Management, which was previously known as NIMSoft Monitor. Now, our lightweight yet highly scalable Unified Infrastructure Management product is truly unified. We bring in events, the performance metrics, SLAs, and log data all together across a wide set of infrastructure into a single data model that resides on a single database, that we can enable analytics on top of that data, and then present it in an HTML5 user interface so that you can run the user interface on your tablets as well as your desktops. And then in addition to that, we've developed a mobile application. Now, our vision is to provide the most powerful, comprehensive, and easiest unified infrastructure management solution in the marketplace. That's our vision. Now let's take each one of those one by one. Powerful. What we're working on is the analytics that include diagnostic analytics. So this would be like baselines, dynamic thresholds. It would be sophisticated event correlation, root cause analysis. We're also working on predictive analytics, being able to predict the problems before you actually experience them, and prescriptive analytics, being able to prescribe to you what are those steps that you need to take and help semi-automate those actions to generate those workflows. In addition to that, we're bringing in our capacity management capability directly into the product, organically built into the architecture, so that you can do your what-if analysis across a wide set of infrastructure. We're also building in service modeling for managing the business services. Now, comprehensive. We have over 140 out-of-the-box probes for monitoring a whole host of different types of systems, whether they be physical or virtual. We support 5 different hypervisors. Your network, rich network monitoring, including NetFlow. Your storage, a whole host of different storage arrays are supported. Your applications, your facilities, your space, power, cooling. Public cloud environments. We have out-of-the-box probes for the most common public cloud environments, including Amazon, Azure, Rackspace, and so on, as well as private clouds, vBlock, FlexPod, all out of the box. And we're working on adding support for System Z, as well as big data. So you will see from us the ability to monitor Hadoop, Cassandra, MongoDB, so on. All right, we provide consumption choices with this solution, with multiple platform support, multiple back-end database support for you to choose from, for those of you who want this on-premise. This solution also runs in cloud environments, if that's where you want to run it. And it's available from one of our over 500 MSPs around the world for those of you who don't want to host or administer the product. We are working to make it easier for you to consume the capabilities with our in-product access to a marketplace. Now, a marketplace that we're creating so that you and our partners can develop your own probes and have a place to monetize them, so that your customers, our customers, can directly conduct the e-commerce transaction from within the product as they want to purchase a new probe. We also have self-service capability for our MSPs. So our MSPs can offer self-service capability to their customers so that your customers can, on their own, have an interface to decide to add more monitoring, which generates more revenue for you. Once again, making it very easy. Now, unified infrastructure management reduces the number of monitoring tools. We have several customers here at CA World who talk about reducing their tool sets from over 20 different tools down to 1 using unified infrastructure management. So I encourage you to check out the IAM roadmap sessions and the numerous demos that we have back here, including the unified infrastructure management demo, where we'll show you the vast progress we've made specifically on enhancing the network monitoring capability of the product over the last year. All right, in addition to that, we have some great sneak peeks of innovation that we're working on that I encourage you to see the demos and attend the detailed roadmap sessions. First is our performance management product for CSPs and our mega scale enterprise. Now, this product is focused on high-scale network monitoring, management of the unique CSP devices, and yes, this product in the future will be integrated in with our unified infrastructure management product. Next is a sneak peek into the work that we're doing around SDN and network functions virtualization. Now, our solution goes beyond just monitoring those new SDN devices. We're also monitoring the control plane so that we can keep up with the virtual changes that are occurring and have the ability to send commands to the control center to tell it about the performance that we're actually experiencing so that the device can make changes, reroute the network to improve the performance. Now, the way we're architected this technology is so that it can be applicable to all of our network monitoring products. So it applies to not only the performance management product, but also the unified infrastructure management product, Spectrum, and network flow analysis. And the third sneak peek I want to highlight is converged capacity management. Now, our solution covers the application and the infrastructure. We are bringing you the capability to predict and manage capacity for your business services. So we'll enable you to address both the IT and the data center capacity problems in a very comprehensive way, including your compute, your network, your storage, your applications, and your facilities, all in one solution. It's unprecedented. Right, not only do we have a unified management solution, but we're taking it to the next step to give you the big picture. So we're unifying the infrastructure, the UIM product, Unified Infrastructure Management product, with the Application Performance Management product. So today, in the APM 9.7 demo, you can see how we've brought infrastructure metrics from UIM directly into the APM dashboards. In the future, we'll be working on making that bidirectional, being able to bring in the application metrics into the Unified Infrastructure Management product. Now, in addition to this, of course, we have our Service Operations Insight product that rides over the top of our APM and our UIM products, giving you that business service view. So we have connectors into both products to be able to bring the application and the infrastructure data into our Service Operations Insight product so that you can see from a business service point of view how things are performing, be able to quickly triage where the problem is, try to reduce some of those bridge calls that you have, and get to the root of the problem faster. So with improved customer experience and productivity, reduced costs, higher performing, more efficient IT are a few examples of outcomes that our APM and IM customers have shared with us. One of our APM customers, a consumer credit reporting agency, reported a 40 to 60% boost in their customer satisfaction. Now they're using our integrated cross-enterprise APM solution for both their distributed and their mainframe environments. Another example is a managed service provider customer was able to significantly reduce their productivity, significantly improve their productivity and reduce costs by replacing 5 monitoring tools with our one Unified Infrastructure Management product. And one of our APM customers reduced their mean time to recovery by 87%. So they're a lot more efficient and seeing far better performance. So now let's hear from one of our customers. We have Marivi Stutinsky from Molina Healthcare, who will talk to us about their journey with their tools and their rich return on investment that they have received. So please welcome Marivi Stutinsky from Molina Healthcare.
Thank you, John.
I pushed the button for you.
Thank you.
So you're all set.
Good morning. I did buy my shoes from Zappos. I'm sure you can all see that. Oh, it clicked. I can go back, huh? Well, I'll say something about Molina Healthcare. We're based in Long Beach, California, founded by Dr. C. David Molina in 1980. He's an emergency room doctor. He opened one clinic in Wilmington, California, and noticed that all the folks that are coming in through the emergency room didn't have any insurance because they can't afford to buy insurance. And that's how Dr. C. David Molina started Molina Healthcare. Currently, we're about 12,000 employees nationwide. We have 16 states, 3 lines of business. We have a managed care organization that does Medicaid, Medicare provider as a payer. We also have the health information management team that actually does the providing IT services for 5 states, as actually the one who processes claims for Medicaid claims for 5 states. Then we have a direct delivery team. We have about 36 clinics nationwide and 1 hospital. When I started Molina Healthcare in 2011, we were preparing for what we call the 2014 healthcare reform. which is really the Affordable Care Act. When I started, there were probably in storage alone, we had 4,000 petabytes. Within less than 3 years, we went up to 13 petabytes. Before Molina, I came from Sony Pictures, and I thought we have a lot of data in entertainment. When I got to the healthcare industry, I can't believe how big all those, our environment is, because one, we can't delete anything. Patient information you have to keep forever. So what we did is actually not only simplify our infrastructure, like John was saying, we also started looking on how we would partner with the business. And I'll show you the journey on what we were doing with CA. But more importantly, because of the simplified infrastructure, I was able to actually reorganize infrastructure team from a technology silo organization to a service-based organization. So now we don't have a group that does only server, a group that does only storage, or a group that just do network. We actually transform ourselves to be our own private cloud provider to our lines of business. So on the infrastructure side, I have a service design team, a delivery, and operations. Then we go up to the second layer on the platform side. We also did design, delivery, and ops. And I'll show you what the challenges are, because we have, I think in my organization when I started 3 years ago, 171 full-time employees. And we would probably get contractors between 50, even up to 200, depending on our projects. Well, I'm really proud to say that even the company doubled or tripled the size, I haven't really added that much headcount. Why? Well, here are the challenges. Actually, we have 9,000 physical and virtual devices. That includes also a lot of the endpoints, networks, routers, switches. And we went and adopted converged infrastructure. We have 7 V blocks across 2 data centers in New Mexico and Texas. Like John said, we're one of the customers that has 5 different monitoring tools. A highly inefficient, we have no event correlation, disconnected alarms. I have network engineers I'm sending to wiring closet, looking at sniffer traces and all that. So what we did with CA, and here's our roadmap. We started with the silo event monitoring around 2011, beginning of 2012. We then look at all the enterprise monitoring from CA. We did have Spectrum, eHealth, APM, NetQoS. So we actually have the whole suite. Now, what we haven't done is really migrate to the unified infrastructure management, which is our plan to go for 2015. With APM and SOI, we actually was able to create dashboard that means something to the business. So that's where we're at now, is really looking at all our business services view and partnering with our business. Now, healthcare is a little bit really why they said, how did you move from entertainment to healthcare? It's not as glamorous. Well, actually, as an IT leader, it is a lot more glamorous in healthcare because you are an enabler. The camera is going to continue rolling even if IT is down. They will continue filming. But if IT is down in healthcare, our members will not be able to get their prescription. They can't go to the clinic. And actually, it is people's lives we're talking about. So that's why we want to partner with the business and start creating a business services view. So because of what we've done with all the CA suite, I mean, more importantly, you have all this data here. But the most important thing is customer satisfaction, right? So we have nurses all over the country that actually goes to Medicaid members. Our goal is to actually keep those members away from emergency room or the hospital, because that's where our dollars, our income tax dollars are going. So we need to really keep that healthcare costs down. So with that, we need to give them a reliable system. And they are starting, we have 500 mobile devices that are used by the nurses to actually look at vital signs and all that. And so that we can keep them away from emergency room and being admitted to the hospital. So Mean time to repair is really important. It's not as high as I would like it to be. It is continuous improvement for us. But I think the important thing is I was able to create a service-based organization because of the tools that we're being able to adopt from CA. Now I have more of operations and level 1 support that actually resolve infrastructure issues. So I can have the engineers that are really doing the design and concentrate of bettering the infrastructure and making it really stable for our application. So with that, I'll bring John again. Thank you, and I will buy more Zappo shoes.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you, Marie. Those are great results. Fantastic. Love to see that from our customers using our products. Beautiful. All right, so for more detail on specific product and solution directions, be sure to check out the vision and roadmap sessions for both the infrastructure management and the application performance management products lines. We have a lot of different sessions. We have a lot of different demos, meet the expert areas, the innovation sneak peeks. We have a lot to offer you. So now I'm going to bring Cameron Van Orman back up, and he's going to tell you all about it. Cameron.
All right, as John said, we have an absolutely tremendous program available for you. So we've got 50 sessions, 36 of them off the floor, another 16 of them here on the floor. 30, actually more than 30 of those sessions are delivered by you, by Marivi, by people, by your peers, often by many of you actually in the audience today. So make sure you come listen to them. Great opportunities to hear how both customers, industry analysts, and you all are using our technology to drive some of those great benefits like Marivi showed up on the slide for Molina Healthcare. You probably saw, trying to get back through here, we have 16 demo stations on the floor showing both the new enhancements, the new products. So for example, Unified Infrastructure Management, formerly known as NIMSOFT Monitor, right? You can even take a selfie with the SnapBot that's up there. Of application performance management, app synthetic monitoring, our new mobile app analytics solution, the application-driven network performance monitoring capabilities, former NetQoS suite, service operations management, capacity management, data center infrastructure management, enterprise mobility management. So lots of great demos on the floor for you. We also have in both corners here, kind of both corners of the theater, we have 8 different Meet the Expert stations where we've got our technical experts, our subject matter experts, waiting to talk to you. If you're a user of the product and have a question, go talk to some of the experts. Plenty of opportunities. You shouldn't leave here with any question left unanswered. We also have 12 hands-on labs where you can experience the product for yourselves in a sandbox environment and really put what you've learned into practice. In addition to that, we have our full suite of web-based courses that are available, interactive simulations, practice scenarios, knowledge checks. So again, take advantage of all those things that we have to offer. We also have a great representation from our partners. So we've got Cisco, which is a platinum partner. We've got Fujitsu, which is a silver sponsor, Acuitive, Gigamon, Ixia, Network Instruments, RFID, SAP. So go out, spend some time, learn how their technologies, many of which you own, work and support our solutions that we've got there. So take advantage. A lot of great partners, a lot of great demos, a lot of great opportunities to learn. Also, while you're here, take advantage of the other content areas we have. Whether it's mainframe, DevOps, application delivery, security in the Secure Center, in the IntelliCenter content area for IT service management, project and portfolio management, the management cloud solutions. Take advantage of those demos. We have industry luminaries. We've got Gene Kim, who's like arguably the father of DevOps, speaking in the DevOps theater tomorrow. Take advantage of the analysts, the other customers using those technologies, the industry luminaries that are here. Clearly, you're going to get a lot of value out of Opscenter, but I encourage you, to explore around some of the other opportunities we have at CA World. So again, use the CA World mobile app. If you haven't downloaded it or have a question downloading it, let someone know. Happy to help you out with that. All our session evaluations are going to be done via the app. The app also has some other cool capabilities. You can scan each other's business cards. You can see what the sessions are going to be. There's lots of great information in that mobile app. So John and I are going to go grab a quick lunch. Should be setting up now. We're going to be back here at 12:30 to do VIP awards. So we're going to be talking about our Vision, Impact, and Progress awards and announcing the customer winners of those. So again, enjoy your lunch, go see some demos. We'll be back here, John and I, at 12:30 talk about VIP awards. We'll see you then.